Generally at 4:30 in the afternoon, there'd be myself and a security guard who'd be locking up the building. On this particular afternoon, I was waiting to see a young man who I knew from his inpatient stay in hospital. During the inpatient stay, he'd been violent towards property. He'd broken a television on one occasion, and on a number of occasions he'd been menacing and threatening towards staff, but this was only of a verbal nature and had been very controlled and never harmed anybody. Nevertheless, I did feel that there was some risk for me on that afternoon. When we first started talking, he was reasonably settled. He started getting more irritable and aroused as the conversation went on.
Just answer the doctor's questions, will you, Paul, or we'll be here all day.
Yeah, well, why should I? It's fucking pointless.
It's not. We're trying to help you. That's why the doctor's asking you the questions. We're trying to sort out what's going on in your head.
You're not trying to help me.
As the interview went on, I found that he was getting more edgy and agitated and irritable, and from the tone of his voice and other cues, I felt that it was best to terminate the interview.
Answer the doctor, will you, Paul, or we'll be...
It's very hard to end an interview because you get to the stage when you feel quite scared. It's bubbling, something's about to happen.
It's a good idea
If you try and head out of the door, then that might escalate the situation further.
Say that again.
I felt there was some danger he might hit me.
Both getting a little bit irritated.
In terminating the interview, I got up,
is stop
motioned towards the
talking
door,
now.
and that's when
Come
things
on,
started going
talk
wrong.
about things next week.
Is that it then? That's fucking it. You drag us all this way out to a fucking porter cabin in the middle of nowhere and then send us away again. Come on then, you stupid bitch. Come on then.
I was really frightened. His foot was close to my face. There was a degree of control in it, but if he'd lost it, he could quite easily have kicked me.
Come on then. Come on.